Oh, this is really awkward. I don't really ever show my face or anything when I make content, so this is a little weird. It's actually a little weird to me. I did yard work today before I started to record anything. I walk, I'm like, 2 miles in maybe. Just sitting near this beautiful pond. I just saw someone on a trail and I feel really awkward now. And there's an airplane. Okay, I should be quiet enough now. But the title of this video is Things Will Not Get Better. And honestly, most of the time, they really don't get better. Because a lot of us are stuck in our own ways where we don't want to get out, where we don't want to show up, where we don't want to work towards our goals, where we just want to have life handed to us. And honestly, that's kind of one of the downfalls of how society has become, is that people just don't want to show up and they don't want to put in the work. I'm out here about 5 times a week. And it doesn't matter if it's windy, it doesn't matter if it's rainy, it doesn't matter if it's snowy, it doesn't matter if it's cloudy. I'm out hitting the trails, doing the walks, working out, running. And I wasn't always that way for a really long time either. Like, I have a lot of my own issues. Walking on the trails could be extremely difficult because I suffer with intestinal issues, IBS. I'm always extremely exhausted because I have central emerged sleep apnea. And I could make these excuses and being like, I don't want to walk the trails because I have gut issues that I can't control. Or I'm exhausted because I only slept 3-4 hours. And honestly, it's just a bunch of excuses. And that's why things don't get better for a lot of people, is because they make these excuses and they don't get out. They make the excuse the weather sucks. That the weather sucks. That was really cool. And it's an excuse. Because we only go out on sunny days most of the time, or a lot of people do. And everything is so much more beautiful when it's gray out, when it's raining, when it's pouring, when your adrenaline is spiking because all the tree branches are shaking above you. Or you're afraid to go out on the trails because you're afraid of the wild animals. Like right now, I'm in bear territory and cougar territory. Both are out here. I hear people talk about seeing them all the time. And I honestly don't have my bear spray with me, but I did just get bear spray today. So I'm gonna start bringing it with me just in case. But yeah, it's all about showing up. Because that's how you're gonna be stuck forever if you don't. You're gonna be complaining about your life and your mental health and the issues you have going on if you don't show up. And it's true. Because I'm not perfect. I struggle. I have my mental health issues. I was dealt a horrible deck of cards concerning mental health. And the fact that I'm here right now recording this video is honestly a miracle. The fact that I'm out here walking 2-3 miles a day, sunshine, rain, wind, doesn't matter, is a miracle. But this is my therapy. This is how I heal. I mean, I've done therapy in the past. I've tried almost every medication under the counter. And the thing that helps me the best is being out here. It is not doing drugs. It's not smoking. It's not drinking. It's getting outside, walking, getting the exercise in, and showing up even when I don't want to, even when it feels impossible. That is really what helps me. And I honestly believe that will help a lot of other people too. Instead of making an excuse, I'm out of shape, I have this and that problem. Well, so do I. I have a lot of problems. You know, woe is me, right? Woe is me. I do some crazy hikes sometimes. Well, not really crazy yet, but I'm working towards it. I've done Lower Lake Lena. And I saw a guy, he was like 55, 60 years old. And he was really out of shape. Like, he was struggling, but he still pushed through. So, like, what's your excuse? Or when I did Gold Creek the first time, there was a man, I swear, he was like 75 years old. Like 75, 80 years old. Like, he was like hunched back and everything with his cane crawling up this mountain. Like, it was insane. You know, it was crazy inspiration to me. And it's like, this guy could do it. What the fuck am I doing? What the heck am I doing? It doesn't make sense until you show up. And when you start showing up, everything everything starts to make sense. Everything. You know, and I'm pretty out of shape too. I feel like I'm pretty out of shape. But, you know, I'm working towards it. I know I'm walking 5-6 days a week. I'm running, doing trail runs, small trail runs, because like I said, I'm still pretty out of shape. I'm working out, doing body weight exercises to get into that shape, because that's what showing up looks like. You know, it's getting up when you don't want to get up. It's hitting the trail when you don't want to hit the trail. It's making a video when you don't want to make a video. It's learning new skills to improve yourself, to improve your life. Diet changes. All this is what showing up looks like. And this is what getting better looks like. Because if you don't do these things, I feel like you're just gonna be stuck forever. Because I was stuck for a very long time. A very, 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 very long time. I had a 6-month period where I didn't leave my bed at all. The only time I left my bed was to use the restroom or eat. Besides that, I didn't leave my bed. And I lost a lot of weight. I remember when I got a job afterwards, after like this 6-month period, I would go to work and my legs literally swell up like balloons. Like from my ankle to like my knee, my legs just swelled. And it was so painful to walk, and it was so uncomfortable. You know, I'm recovering from smoking. I smoked for what, 16 years? And I just quit 2 months ago. And I'm doing these amazing accomplishments right now where I did not see myself doing these things 2 months ago, a year ago. Like driving an hour and a half to go onto a trail that I've never been on before in the middle of nowhere. I would have never thought I'd be doing that. And I did it all by myself, because I waited for people to show up with me. I waited for people to show up, and I didn't want to be alone. And I feel very lonely, and it's something that I suffer with today. But I have my faith, I have God, and God has helped me through so much, so much. I can't even put it in the words of how thankful I am for my relationship with Christ, my relationship with God. Because it changed my life. It completely changed my life. And it's the best thing that's ever happened to me, is accepting my faith with Christ and God. Growing up, I went to church 3 times a week. I went to church Sunday, and then I had Sunday school, and then I had like Wednesday youth group. And I just went there to be with my friends. I didn't go there to be with God. And at that time, I did not have that relationship with God that I do now, where I decided to sit down and get in my Bible and read it and build that relationship with God. And He's the center point of my life. And it's hard to look at something like this and be like, God doesn't exist. It's impossible to me. We're up on a mountain, you know, miles above all the ridge lines, and you're looking down all the rivers and the mountains and the greenery. You can't say that God isn't real when you're seeing that. You can't. God's amazing. You know, when I see these big, beautiful views, I like to pray and thank God for His beautiful creation and what He's done for me and what He's done for us. It's awesome. But, you know, for a lot of people, things won't get better. And I'll pray for you guys. And I'll pray that things do get better. And I know they will get better. But you got to start with that relationship with Christ. You got to start that relationship with yourself first. And that's extremely important. And that's what we have to do. So don't think that things won't get better. They will. And I know you could do it. And I know you will do it if that's what you want to do. I know it is. Peace.